as soon as we go virtual, we can't help but have to be that much more intentional about how we are connecting with other people.
And I guess that's part of our adaptive intelligence, right? To be able to adapt to the outcome we're looking to achieve. And if it's to be heard, then we need to speak the language. And the language isn't just, the words, it's all of these other things. It's interesting you say that, because my wife can always recognize when I'm on the phone to certain individuals and people. She says, "Oh, were you on the phone with your nan then?" Because my accent shifts. I become more northern when I speak to my nan, and all of these just subtle differences that you don't know you're doing. And part of that is respectful. Part of it's to be effective, but then being, as you said, intentional about it and deliberate needs to be turned up the dial when we haven't got these other indicators that are coming in. So I think that's very valuable, and I hope people let that sink in. The next belief.
Do you mind if I add something about that? And I don't want to go off on a tangent, but just because adaptability is certainly your language, that really was my introduction to being adaptable, is when I started working with this personality assessment in particular and facilitating conversations around it. And I came at it being introspective and introverted, thinking, oh, what I learn about myself and what I learn about Ross in itself will be valuable to me. To become more self-aware, to become more aware of others, to be more respectful of diverse communication styles, that alone is valuable, and it is. But it's a third piece, I think, that really ends up being the most valuable, and it's the adapting piece. If I understand myself, and then I understand that you have different needs and priorities and tendencies, but I'm not making the effort to adapt to you in order to communicate respect, I've completely missed my greatest opportunity to connect meaningfully and communicate productively with you. And so as much as I may appreciate and value showing up with newfound information about what makes me tick or what makes you tick, it's not until that adaptivity piece, adaption, whatever the right word
adaptation,
is. Adaptation, thank you. That piece is brought into the mix. I think that really you're making the most of the knowledge that you've gained about yourself and others.